Communications Committee issued a shortlist of 37 candidates to fill SABC board vacancies. A civic organization has raised concern about a candidate, Mamodupi Mohlala, who currently faces allegations of impropriety and maladministration. For more on this, we're joined by Public Interest SA Chair, Tebogo Khaas. Dr. Khaas, good evening, and thank you very much for your time and joining us tonight here on In Focus. One, will be looking at 37 names, and you have picked one in particular. Why are you picking on that particular name?
Good evening, Tabo, and thank you for having me. That one particular name is a lightning rod for controversy, and not only just controversy, but it actually has been sailing closer to the sail for as long as the public has gotten introduced to it. That is Ms. Mamodupi Mohlala. By way of history, you recall that during the start of her career, she used to be a councillor at the ICASA, and while serving there, she had a run-in with the public and the authorities, especially when it came to her conduct while she was still a commissioner at ICASA. It went on also as she was a pension fund regulator or adjudicator. I think it's a regulator or adjudicator, where she also had issues while she was still serving there. And those issues also followed her to the Estate Agency Affairs Board, which is now called the Property Regulator of South Africa. So we cannot just ignore the current damning findings by a forensic company on her conduct at the regulator. And especially as it pertains to serious matters of procurement, which is what state capital we know was all about, which regards to matters of hiring unskilled people, which we know that the fiscus is battling with a bureaucracy that is growing and there's no value derived because people are just being hired for whatever reasons, And then also, but more importantly, it is a serious allegation and a finding that has been made against her to the extent that she had not been conducting the affairs or her affairs at the regulator insofar as the pension fund for the employees that were in her employ. And that is a serious allegation. It is our understanding.
She intends to defend these allegations. In fact, she is saying that I'm not guilty of allegations brought against me of maladministration, and I believe the public protector is also probing this. And she says, I expect that the public protector will contact me soon and I will clear myself.
Absolutely. We do subscribe to the cardinal precepts of natural justice. And we believe that until she's proven guilty by a competent tribunal, she stands to be considered innocent. But that doesn't remove the fact that there are these allegations. There is a serious cloud. And you know when is a cloud? You take cover. You don't wait for it to start raining. So what we're saying is that the committee cannot subject the public, insofar as an important institution like the SABC, to risk shortlisting or even recommending for appointment by the president of someone with such a heavy cloud hanging around. This is one of the heaviest clouds that we could ever think of insofar as public office is concerned. And that she's still fighting the matters at the CCMA and elsewhere, it's neither here nor there. And she's entitled to do that, just like any other citizen. And she's also entitled to come up on public space to defend her position or to advance her position. But certainly, we cannot expect a committee to disregard such allegations and pretend that they don't exist, and because we need people of unimpeachable integrity to serve as stewards of public entities such as the SABC, which plays a pivotal role in imparting information, in imparting societal values or reshaping societal values and how we conduct it ourselves. And we cannot therefore have somebody with such a checkered history and the propensity to sail closer to the wind to actually be considered for appointment as a board member.
Are you not confident in the SABC's ability and credibility in sifting through these candidates and being able to take due consideration in terms of who they appoint, and those that they appoint would not have that cloud over them?
We can only but hope that the committee will leave politics aside, or party politics aside. Certainly we do know that they are in parliament because of the political parties that they belong to, but they are there to serve the populace and not the general public, and not just party bosses or their parties. So we are confident. We have no reason to believe that the committee will not apply its mind fully, and as it should, on this matter, and especially as it pertains to Ms. Mamodupi Mohlala. We are fortunate in the sense that the current board, that is, whose mandate is about to expire, has been under exemplary stewardship by Mr. Makhathini and others. And we believe that we need that type of stability within the SABC, not to have people who might be mired with controversy over personal issues to come in and remove the focus away from what ought to be the SABC's mandate.
Assuming then that Ms. Mohlala still remains in the shortlist, what would you like to see happen?
If she remains in the shortlist, we will encourage the committee not to recommend her. In the event that she gets recommended, we will approach the presidency and appeal to him that given the Zondo report on state capture and what the kind of things, the kind of public functionary that we ought to be canvassing for or onboarding, Ms. Mamodupi does not fit the fit and proper criterion for such a powerful position as a board member of the SABC. So we certainly hope that the committee will obviate, will make it unnecessary for us to actually, escalate or persist in our objection any further than we already have so far. So we hope that common sense will prevail, and we hope that the right decision will be taken. And the only right decision is for her to either pull off or to be asked to step to excuse herself. In fact, fascinatingly, is that her CV is not even available for inspection on the website. We can access any of the other 36 shortlisted candidates' CVs, but we don't see Mamodupi's CV. Not that we don't know who and what she's been doing, who has been employing her, because she's always been in the public domain for her entire career, I would want to believe, for the majority of it at least. So we want to believe that in the interest of transparency and openness, we ought to be able to know what it is that she's presenting to the committee insofar as her CV is concerned, what it is that she has to say about the road that she has traveled so far up until now, and including the current role that she's playing at the SABC.
Mr. Khaas, appreciate your time. Thanks so much for coming on. The Chair of Public Interest South Africa, they're raising the alarm on some of those issues around the appointment to the board of the SABC.